Topic 4, review. Let's start with the most important thing that we're doing here, and that's division. Now, division has 5 problems on the test about it, and it covers basically 4.5 and 4.6, but really, as you know, it's the entire chapter. So let's look at this. It's broken down here by steps. Step 1 is division. I highly recommend making a list of all the different operations because we kind of use them in order, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. We're going to start out, how many times does the divisor go into the 8? And so I made those the numbers that we're using purple. 6 goes into 8 one time. Next we go to multiplication. The answer that we just got times the divisor. We just got the answer of 1 times 6 equals 6. Notice that our multiplication and division answers went in different places. Throughout the whole process, your division answers will go up here, and your multiplication answers will go down here. Next we go to subtraction. We'll subtract the 8 minus the 6. You can see that those are in purple. 8 minus 6 equals 2. Next step, yes, I know it's weak, it's not really addition, but we're going to bring the 3 down. So we're going to add this 3 down here. So now we have 23. The next step, repeat from the top. So now we go back up to the top, and we're going to go back to division. But this time, we're going to do 6 can go into 23 3 times. Next comes what? Right, multiplication. So I take my answer up here that I just got, times the divisor, and it goes down here. So 3 times 6 is 18. After multiplication comes subtraction. So I'm going to take the 23 that I had, minus 18, and I get an answer of 5. Then comes bringing down the next digit. So in this case, we already brought the 3 down. Now we're going to bring the 7 down, and it comes there. So let's just watch what it looks like to finish that. Please pause the video and see if you can finish it on your own. All right, let's see if you got it right. The next, we go back to the top, which is division. So we'll see how many times our divisor can go into our number down here. And we know that 6 times 9 is 54. So I'm going to put a 9 up there, because every time we do division, my answers go up here. And then we go multiplication. 9 times 6 is 54. After multiplication comes subtraction. 57 minus 54 is 3. And then we look, oh, is there anything to bring down? Nope, there's not. So that 3 that we had becomes our remainder. All right, let's go to the next section over here. This is going to be estimating. And really the key here is, do you know what compatible numbers are? And it's kind of easy. They're just numbers that work together. So 332 divided by 8, I can't do that in my head. So I'm going to make it easier and say, well, I know that 32 is divisible by 8. And I know that because of my dividing by tens and hundreds from lesson 4.1, I know that I can just divide the leading digits here. 32 divided by 8 gets me 4. And then there's 1 0 here, so I add a 0 in my quotient. And I say 320 divided by 8 equals 40. And that's going to get me really close to 332 divided by 8. Next, let's move down to problem solving. 4.3 and 4.7, there will be 4 questions on the test that you'll have to kind of do this method. So first we write down the things we know. We list the facts or the numbers, such as there were 118 campers and they were going in 6 cabins. I'm sorry, 6 campers per cabin. Then it asks us, what does the question want you to do? Does it want you to find how many are going to be left over? Does it want you to find out how many cabins you would need? Because remember, that's going to be 2 different answers. Then you find a spot to show your work. It's really important you show your work so that I can make sure if it is incorrect, I can find out where it's incorrect and we can work on just that skill rather than starting from the beginning. Then you put your answer down, and here's the most important one. Check for reasonableness every time. How do we do that? We're going to use the opposite operation with for division. It becomes multiplication. So we'll just take our answer and multiply it by the divisor, and if we get the dividend, then we know we're right. The next thing I'm going to show you is the picture. If it asks you to draw a picture, I know I don't love this picture, but this is the picture that it's looking for. You have a line, and that line you write down the total. So in the example I just gave, it would be 118. Then you write in the box with a number in it, and that number is going to be 6 in this case, or whatever the groupings are. And then you draw a line with an arrow, and you put a variable up here. And that variable just means we don't know how many of these boxes we're going to need, but it's telling us that they're going to keep going until they reach here. All right, let's move to the next section. It is dividing by tens and hundreds. This is pretty easy. You just say if 27 divided by 9 equals 3, then 2,700 divided by 9 will equal 300. All I did was take the fact that I knew 27 divided by 9 equals 3, 27 divided by 9 equals 3, and then since I had 2 zeros here, I put 2 zeros in my quotient, and I'm good to go. Last thing I want to share, as always, good luck guys. I'll see you tomorrow.